Head coach Sean Miller has joined us here courtside. Coach, I know disappointing, certainly. Looked like it was almost there, but give Oregon credit. I mean, they got it done in crunch time.
They did. They were the team who got the loose balls at the end, and securing first shot rebounds. You get a stop, you have an opportunity to have the ball in your hands. You have to squeeze the ball and not allow that other team to get it. Can't go out of bounds. And there were too many plays down the stretch in which, to their credit, they got the big second shot, which included the game-winning play. And then free throws. You have to make free throws down the stretch. That's every game. You start talking about March Madness and playing on a big stage like this right here. It's making plays when they count, going to the line, knocking them in, and you forget what they did from the free throw line. I mean, Peyton Pritchard, he was 8 for 8, and he had 38 points. He was the difference in the game, and you have to really give him a lot of credit, as you have to give Oregon credit. They have a terrific team, and it's heartbreaking because he did make a lot of plays, though. We played with a lot of effort, but you also have to be able to deliver when it's needed, and we weren't able to do that.
Pritchard, interestingly enough, did not score in overtime. Houston scored all their points in overtime. Did they change what they were doing, or to your point, was it really just his second shots that probably got it more than anything?
No, Houston, I thought, had a really good low post score. Maybe the first play of overtime, really late in the game over Christian. And, Christian did a really good job in the game. He played his role. But we were subbing offense, defense. I thought we wore down. But when the ball's in your hands on a defensive rebound, if you're the guy or the team that isn't able to secure it and it goes out of bounds, you're not going to win in March. You're not going to win at the end of February. We had plenty of chances where we made a miss, and now you have to run the loose ball down. You have to get the big rebound, and they were the hungrier, more determined team, the more talented team rebounding down the stretch. And I really will tell you that back to the Oregon game at Oregon, it was really the same. It was just quicker to the ball down the end, and those coveted second shots favored them.
Yeah, because I was going to say, the first half, your team really had the advantage there in second chance points. In fact, was +5 in second chance points at halftime, but Oregon ended up even in the ball game at 9-9 in that department. I mean, it's simple as that to look at the box score and see one of the big reasons why Oregon won the game.
They did, and we had 14 turnovers, which is too many for us. Even though it was an overtime game, they had 11, and they always do a really good job of taking care of the ball. But if 14 turnovers is 12, and if rebounding, it's even. You get +2 rebounding, it's a different ball game. Very similar, really, from the month of November on. We were +5, I think, in the first half rebounding. And in the second half, the other team evens it up, and we have to learn that in this time of year, the toughness, the experience, being able to deliver near the end of the game it's so important. And this obviously is a heartbreaking loss, but I think if a bunch of threes went in at the end, you can live with it. It's just hard when you can't secure rebounds, and that really hurt us tonight.
I hope everybody gave Christian a hug in the locker room. That's a lot of pressure to put on a freshman who hasn't shot many free throws this year, so he should not take the blame.
No doubt, and he had 6 rebounds in 16 minutes. The reason that he was in that situation is we weren't allowed to sub because no time went off the clock. But it was a great pass. He caught it, and we gave ourselves a chance to win.
All right, thanks, Coach.